Saludos nuevamente. Esperamos que hayan disfrutado de las ponencias, disculpen, de las ponencias de la mañana tanto como lo hemos hecho nosotros y que estén listos para disfrutar de una jornada de la tarde igual de interesante. Confío también en que hayan disfrutado de la gastronomía leonesa o por lo menos de esta ciudad tan bonita que tenemos. Ahora sí, sigamos disfrutando de esta oportunidad para aprender y conectarnos juntos. Our next session is titled The Secure Project, and we are pleased to have online with us today Ludovica Coletta, advisor in the Industrial, Technological and Research Programs Unit at the Italian National Cybersecurity Agency.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm Ludovica Coletta from the Industrial, Technological and Research Programs Unit of the National Cybersecurity Agency. And today I will give you an overview of the Cyber Resilience Act and of the Secure Project. What is the Cyber Resilience Act? The CRA is a new regulation that has been adopted in October. The CRA has introduced several obligations for the manufacturers. In particular, they have new incident reporting obligation and impact assessment. In particular, regarding the impact assessment, the manufacturer with the CRA will have to evaluate the cybersecurity risk throughout all the product life cycle. And moreover, they have to implement mitigation plans such as strategies to minimize the effects and the impacts from potential threats. Therefore, the manufacturers must ensure the timely security updates and clear documentation in accordance with the CRA compliance. And therefore, they have to classify their products into different risk categories, with the higher risk products that will be subject to stricter regulations. Why is important the CRA? Because as we are seeing, our scenario is complex. We have some data that you can see in this slide. They come from an ENISE report. And as you can see, as an example, in 2023, there is an increase of 38% in attacks. So there is a higher frequency of attacks. Moreover, there is a higher cost for the average data breach. It's about 4 million. And what are the drivers of these problems? First of all, there is a lack of incentives for the manufacturers. So they often release products with known vulnerabilities, and they have a lack of motivation in investing in secure development of life cycles in their products. Moreover, there is a non-sufficient user awareness. So there is a lack of cybersecurity knowledge and information for the users, for the end users. And moreover, there are vulnerabilities in the supply chain. So there is a weakness in the supply chain that can be exploited by attackers. And security investment, as we know, require high cost. So there are high costs of cybersecurity measure. And lack of sufficient security leaves system vulnerable. And therefore, why the CRA? The role of the CRA is crucial in this context because this new regulation can help reducing cyber incident. And how? First of all, with a reduction of vulnerabilities. In fact, there is an estimation that the CRA can reduce attack surface by 10 to 33% by enforcing the cybersecurity requirements in product design. And moreover, the CRA can enhance the security measure, can address the market failure, and so it can tackle this lack of cybersecurity incentives for manufacturers that I was talking before. And the CRA can also ensure the right alignment with the European and international cybersecurity standards. To give you some other numbers and context regarding the SMEs, and why the CRA is important for the SMEs. More of 80% of SMEs process critical information, and almost all of the European business are SMEs. The 99% of of European business are SMEs. And so why the CRA is important for these kinds of operators. Because the SMEs are included in the scope of the CRA. In particular, which are the SMEs included? There are the manufacturers of product with digital components. So, for example, those providing electronic components, computer, and so on. The provider of tools and solutions for CRA compliance. So, for example, those providing cybersecurity services, IT consulting, compliance service solutions, etc. And also all the other providers included in the categories in line with the CRA, which are, for example, the technology distribution and importation, the open source software development, regulatory advisory services, and so on. How can the CRA impact the SMEs? First of all, it can enhance their security standards. So it can help the SMEs to reduce their cybersecurity risk by introducing a mandatory baseline security for all their products. Secondly, the CRA can give financial support and resources. For example, there is EU funding programs such as Horizon Europe and Digital Europe, which are providing cybersecurity initiative to support these operators. And moreover, the CRA can impact the SMEs, improving their incident reporting and response, and also helping them to scale their compliance cost. I was talking about funding opportunities, and now I'm coming to the Secure project, which is the core of my intervention. As I was talking before, there are several programs, European programs, that are providing support, financial support to the CRA to ensure the compliance to the CRA. And one of these is the Digital Europe program. In 2024, there was open a call for proposals within the Digital Europe program, which is the Digital Deploy Cyber Strengthen CRA. This call has a total budget of 22 million euros and is particularly targeted to support the SMEs. We, as a National Cybersecurity Agency, have applied to this call with the Secure project, that is the acronym for the Strengthening EU SMEs Cyber Resilience. We applied to this project. This project has been awarded by the European Commission, and it will start in January 2025. We are actually in the process of signing the grant agreement. And as I was saying before, the objective of this project is to support the European SMEs, and in particular the small and micro enterprises, in strengthening their cybersecurity capacities and their compliance with the obligation of the CRA. To do so, we will provide a series of activities. First of all, a big part of the budget of the project will be distributed to the European SMEs as cascade funding. In particular, as you can see in this slide, 60.5 million will be distributed as financial support to third parties. Moreover, we will establish and create a public and open platform providing links to CRA-related resources such as materials, trainings, guidelines, and compliance tool, and so on. Because another objective of this project is the awareness raising and the dissemination towards our European stakeholder. So we want to raise their awareness and perform trainings and upskilling for these stakeholders in order to help them to achieve the full CRA compliance. And therefore, this platform will also facilitate the sharing of best practice and use cases. As I was telling you before, the secure project is coordinated by us, by the National Cybersecurity Agency, and is a consortium of 8 partners. As you can see in this slide, there are many European partners and organizations, and other than the partners of the project, we have external contributors, because as you can see, since the objective of this project is to help the European SMEs, we of course need the support of all the 27 European countries, not only from the partners of the project. The project is organized into 7 work packages. As I was telling you before, there is the core of the project is the building of the platform. So you can see that there are, apart from the management and the initial stock taking, so the work packages 1, 6, and 7. The core of the project are the implementation and the creation of the platform. So the second work package, which is the open call and cascade funding management, and the work package 3, which is the operational service platform. So in these 2 work packages, we will establish and operate concretely the platform, and this platform will be a multilingual platform, so it will be a repository for sharing knowledges and for consulting documents and so on. And the other 2 work packages that are really important for this project are those who will implement the platform and enrich the platform with all the materials. So it's work package 4 and 5 with the capacity enhancement and the national use cases. So we will, in these work packages, we will carry out a series of activities such as the development of trainings, e-learning materials, and so on. And all these materials will be uploaded into the platform. And we'll organize information sharing among member states, such as the exchange of use cases, experiences, knowledges, and best practice. Thank you very much.